This is the tale of two cities. We have some crazy statistics to go over today, and there are two just mind-blowing stats that you're going to want to stick around because this is going to give you an idea of what's happening and going to happen here in Southwest Florida. So let's jump right into it. Every month I want to give an in-depth analysis of what's going on specifically in Southwest Florida. And again, that is Collier County, which is Naples. That's what most people know of. And then Lee County, which is Fort Myers, Cape Coral, the two main cities there. And so we're going to look at those two counties and understand what's going on in the market. And we're going to get to those two extremely important stats. So we're looking at year-over-year statistics. The one thing that I want to focus on to start off is closed sales. So here in Collier County, you can see that we have 468. These are single family closed sales. That's down a whopping 24% year over year. So we have a lot less transacting here in 2023 than we did in 2022. And again, 2022 was a lot less than 2021. So keep that in mind as we get into the report. In Lee County, always going to have more transactions because there are more homes in Lee County at 1,301 closed sales in the past month, and that's down 20%. So you can see we're down 24% in Collier County, down 20% in Lee County. So there's just fewer transactions that are taking place. Now, here's where we get into the really big information. So as we get into the median price, again, keep in mind this is single family homes. We have in Collier County $922,500 is the median price of a single family home. That is record breaking. Those are numbers we've never seen before, and that's up 5% year over year. If we go back in time, and if you watch some of my previous videos, I've been calling for us to see the number, the appreciation number, to go negative for the first time in many, many years. And Collier County just isn't doing that. In fact, Collier County is up over $100,000 from last month for the median price of a single family home. So they're actually increasing the value in Collier County at this time. Now, here's the other side of the story, is that in Lee County, the median price is $438,000. So it's less than half of what Collier County is, and we're in the same geographic location. We're all considered Southwest Florida here. So that's a huge difference. But look at this. The Lee County median price is down 7% year over year. So my prediction, we'll call it, was half right. We saw that number go negative to negative 7%. Now, here's the deal. We had a couple of times in 2020 and 2019 where the appreciation became a negative number, so a depreciation in home value in Lee County, where it just touched, it just went over the negative line. And again, that's our year over year statistics. But to get to 7% down year over year, we have to go back in time quite significantly, and we actually have to go back in time all the way to November of 2010. And think about what the market was like at that point. At that time, it came down 7% year over year. Now, there were months earlier in time in the 2008s and 9s were significantly lower than that. And I don't expect that to happen here. But seriously, if we have to go back almost 13 years. We have to go back about 12 and a half years of time to see a month where the year over year number for the median price was down by 7%. Again, November of 2010, and compare that to what's going on in Collier County. This is where I get the tale of two cities. Just it's very interesting how all of that is shaking out. Now, if we look on the days on market, there's something to be said about that. So we have 42 days on market in Collier County, and that is up 250% year over year. Big numbers, it's a huge increase compared to what it was last year. And then in Lee County, it's actually 33 days, which is up 230%. So we have 250% up and 230% up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is just taking longer for properties to sell than it did last year. We have a lot of macroeconomic factors. We have pricing that, has changed quite a bit. Inflation, interest rates, etc., contributing to that, but it is taking longer to sell, no question. New listings, I want to talk about that. So 550 new listings in Collier County. That's up 31%. So significantly more new listings coming on the market in Collier County year over year. And then in Lee County, we actually have 1,746 new listings. So it seems like, we're more than triple of what Collier County is experiencing, but that's actually down 5% compared to last year. So we have less coming on the market in Lee than we did this time last year. As far as pending inventory, both are down. We have 879 pending in Collier County. That's down 19%. And then in Lee, we have 2,388 that are pending, meaning we've got buyer and seller have come to an agreement and we're under contract, and that is down 15% year over year. Collier County, we're at 4.9 months worth of supply. That's up 158%. I know I'm spitting out a lot of numbers, but these are important numbers for us to understand. And in Lee County, we're at 3.8 months worth of inventory. That is up 192%. So we see a significant increase in the supply. And 4 months, if we look at that as equilibrium, not favoring buyer or seller, we can see that both markets are quite in equilibrium at this point. We don't have the crazy seller market that we had in 2021 and 2022. That is why properties are taking longer to sell, and it's also why sellers are willing to negotiate a lot of times compared to what they have done in the past. Now, I will say that we are still seeing that competitively priced properties are still getting a significant amount of action and attraction. And so they're still having potential for multiple offer situations if the seller's pricing strategy is good. If they're shooting for the moon might not be something that they hit, whereas that might have been able to happen in previous years. And you can see that because of the 7% down in the median price in Lee County. Now, there's one other point that I want to make here that I think is a really important one. We talked about how the median price of a single family home in Collier County went up over $100,000 compared to last month, and that it's up 5% year over year. And as of today, again, that's at $922,500. That is the median price. What's interesting, though, is that the average price of real estate compared to last year went from $1.6 million was the average down to $1.3 million for a single family home in Collier County this past month. And so why the difference? What does that mean for us? Most of the time in real estate, we look at the median price home because what that does is it throws out the extremes on either end, and that's going to put us at the dead center of the data set to say, we sold 500 homes, we're going to take the 250th home, and what was the price of that? Price low to high, we're going to take that one, and that will be the median price. We take the midpoint of the data. The average is going to take what is what's the total sum divided by the number, so divided by that 500 homes, and then that would affect the average. So what we can see here is last year, there were more properties at a higher dollar value that were selling to pull the average up compared to this year. We have less properties, but the average dollar is lower of that total data set. And so it actually came down on the average, meaning not as many of the higher priced homes were selling, but the median has come up. And so that's, again, why we do median, but I think it's an important distinction there to say that luxury market isn't transacting quite as many in the past month as what they did in the past year. So I would ask that if you like this video, please do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. That really helps the YouTube algorithm show the video some love and get this out to more people. And I would love to know from you, where are we headed? Where do you think we are headed? Put it in the comments below and let's start a positive, proactive conversation there. As always, have an amazing day. Can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks so much.